It has been 2 years, and it is 1976. The gang had continued their lives at the mansion, building some security system around the island to prevent from people breaking in and causing harm. They had kind of just chilled and taken it easy. Chad saw this as retirement, and so did many of his friends. Duffy still had his talk show, though. Alpha continued to be a famous influencer online. However, Joe had been working to get a television show going for a year, and today is the first shooting day. It is a show where Joe and Alpha go on an adventure to the continent called Westex to explore the deserts and remnants of its ancient civilization. They were now about to leave. Gloria said, "I am so proud of you. I knew you could make it happen. Have a good time there." Joe said, "I am so excited, man. Like I have my own show starring me, woo." Chad said, "Good luck, my friend. Also to you, Alpha. Both of you have a blast shooting it, and we will be excited to watch it from home later." Alpha said, "The Alpha will shine like a star. The Alpha Nation is hyping up the chat for Alpha to dominate the show." Costello said, "In my billions of years in heaven where time doesn't exist, I watched all the fucking shows I could, so I already know how this one ends." Then Joe and Alpha left the Chad Island and flew to the Westex continent. Producer said, "Good, you have arrived. We are setting the cameras up and we'll be ready to start shooting soon." Joe said, "I am so happy to be here. Thank you for making Joe's adventure to Westex show a reality. This is literally my dream." Cameraman said, "This here is our tour guide. He will be helping us, but won't appear on camera." Tour guide said, "Yes, I was hired from Greg's List 2 hours ago. I was jerking off to hentai, but had to drop everything as this opportunity was too good." Joe said, "That is great. Nice to meet you." Cameraman said, "The cameras are now set up. We are ready to start shooting." Joe said, "Hello viewers to Joe's adventure to Westex. On this adventure, I am joined by my good friend Alpha. We have found ourselves in the hot deserts of Westex, where not many dare to enter." Alpha said, "The Alpha does not fear anything. The Alpha dominates anything that threatens the Alpha, as the Alpha Nation home knows." Joe said, "But many people it does scare. This place is known for its ancient civilization that used to live here. Many of its remnants can still be seen, such as buildings. The rumors say that the ghosts of the ancient people still haunt this land, looking for revenge for what was done to them by settlers." Joe said, "However, these days, not many people live here, as the desert is dangerously hot, and some fear the rumors and don't want to be cursed. We, however, will take the risk." Joe said, "There you can see wild desert monkeys, 2 males. As you can see, they have adapted to the harsh conditions of the desert." Producer said, "I think we will cut this part out." Joe said, "Now viewers, looks like we have found a desert man. I wonder what his story is." The desert man said, "Yo, I love drinking my own piss and eating my own poo-poo. Want to try it with me?" Joe said, "Well, viewers, I think this is it for the day. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Joe's adventure to Westex. Tomorrow we will venture off into one of the pyramids. Watch if you dare." Producer said, "First day of filming is wrapped. Good job, everyone. Now we can go to sleep for the night." Joe said, "I had lots of fun. Can't wait for tomorrow. But don't we have any shelter to sleep in?" Producer said, "I told the tour guide to bring a tent, but he didn't, so we are sleeping on the sand." Tour guide said, "I don't know how to set up a tent, so I didn't bring it, sorry."